What's up, guys? Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. We got another episode today. We got Imagine Wrestling's the Ace Oscar Maverick on the show tonight. I'm going to bring on JJ. Hey, what's up, JJ?
Larry, what's going on?
Not much. Tonight we got the Ace Oscar Maverick on the show tonight from Imagine Wrestling. We actually saw him on Saturday night for their post-COVID event back.
Yes, sir.
So let's bring him on and let's talk some wrestling.
All right, bring him on.
Oscar Maverick, welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. How are you?
I am still a little bit livid about what happened on Saturday night.
You can't tell us why. Real quick, tell us why.
There is no reason that scrawny-bodied, long hair having rocker should have beaten me. I was not prepared, and it's not going to happen again. And I will make you that promise right here.
You promise it'll never happen, right?
Never going to happen again.
Never again.
Oscar, listen, I don't want to get on your bad side, but I want to say that was on the up and up.
I don't believe you. I think he cheated. You didn't see him pull the tights? He definitely had tights.
I must have turned my head.
Yeah, I must have blinked also.
Yep.
All right. So tonight's episode is brought to you by Habits Beer and Tobacco, 960 Franklin Street, and also Tulum's Living the Dream Bar and Grill, 90 Lule Street, down by the outhouse. All right, Oscar, are you ready for our little interview that we got set up for you?
I guess let's hear what you have to say.
Awesome. So anybody that doesn't know who you are that's watching this right now, tell them who you are, who you work for, your height and weight, your hometown, whatever you want to tell the masses of people that are watching. The floor is all yours.
My name is the Ace Oscar Maverick. I wrestle for Imagine Wrestling here in Altoona, Pennsylvania, the dirt hole that it is. And I'm 5'9", 185 pounds. I hail from the greatest state that ever existed, which is Florida, and I am from Melbourne, Florida, to be specific.
The greatest state ever is Pennsylvania. Are you sure about Florida?
Oh, 100%. We don't have snow. We don't have winter. We don't have bullcrap ice. Excuse my language. Florida's the best.
You don't have to excuse your language on this podcast, brother. You let it fly.
All right. But we also have much better wildlife. And we have Florida Man. So we're never not entertained.
I'll give you that.
We also
don't
have Tom Wolf, who I think is doing a stand-up job.
Whoa.
We must be watching two different things here.
Boy, we're starting this off on a bad note. All right.
You got him all spun up now, Oscar.
Apparently doesn't take much.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, buddy. So, what was your inspiration to get into the business? Like, what was your favorite gimmick, your favorite character?
So, if you'll allow me, I'm one of the ones that I didn't come into wrestling very early on in my life. I was older. I was 13 when I first started watching wrestling. My parents weren't into it. Nobody in my family was very into it. But I remember seeing the guys like Jeff Hardy, the guys like Rey Mysterio, these guys that necessarily didn't fit the mold of what you thought a wrestler was, these big, giant guys. And, those were what inspired me to really first get in, and now I've kind of believed in, earlier. Nowadays, I kind of fall into more earlier Jake the Snake or Brutus. Those guys, like the good heels that, they did what it took to win. And that's what I aspire to be.
Okay. So who broke you in? Who started training you initially?
A very easy answer. It's Cato.
Cato,
my trainer. I took one class when I was down in Florida at a place called I Believe in Wrestling. It's a little promotion that's owned by Razor Ramon, and just felt that the training wasn't adequate, so came up here to someone that is an adequate and an extremely professional trainer.
It was owned by Scott Hall?
It was. But the two guys, so Scott, he in of himself was never there.
I was just going to ask, did you ever see Scott Hall?
No. Like I said, I only went for one day, and the two guys that ran it were, I'll put it to you this way. It was my first day ever doing wrestling training, and rather than teaching me how to bump, their great idea was to have me doing flips off of the top rope. So.
Okay.
I mean, that's every day for me and JJ. We do flips off the rope every day. That's nothing for us,
For some reason, I'm very disinclined to believe you.
And why do you say that, Oscar?
Well,
choose your words wisely.
Well, I can answer for him because we're humongous. I mean, come on.
So you're saying because we don't have a body like Oscar? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
That's what I was getting
to the standard and the standard bearer, the ace of Imagine Wrestling. Of course, you couldn't be doing what I do.
Perfect. So now, is Imagine Wrestling the only fed that you work for?
As it stands for right now, yes. Imagine is the only place I have chosen to take my talents. And if there's anywhere else that is wishing to potentially work with the Ace, I'm open to offers and to lines of communication.
Awesome. So now, how long have you been wrestling?
So I've only actually been wrestling for about a year and a half now. I've been in training for almost 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know just from seeing you on Saturday, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought you would have been wrestling in a little bit longer. So, I mean, kudos to you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So with that being said, who is the best worker you worked with so far?
I got to give credit where credit is due, and for me, there is a top 2, and I got to give credit. Bill Collier, it punched me quite hard, so got to give credit where credit is due. Bill Collier, and then did I just cut out?
You did.
That's my apologies.
No problem.
Someone unimportant was ring my phone. Anyway, I would say it was Bill Collier, and then the second one is very not even a close second. I would put them both up there. Is Jimmy the High Flying Hippie. I would give both of those guys the credit where credit.
2 Imagine Wrestling veterans, that's for sure.
Have you encountered any bad seeds in the locker room? I like to call them #shitheads.
To be honest, no.
No.
Everyone at Imagine is nothing but utmost professionals, and I've got, nothing but good things to say about that locker room, even though I don't like most of them. But hey, we're not here to discuss semantics.
Hey, and just so you know, me and JJ, we're both shitheads. So if you want to classify us as shitheads, by all means, it's a compliment to us.
What, did you guys go to South Harmon Institute of Technology?
We did.
We're still shitheads.
All right. So, so far in your short career, have you had any accomplishments, as in any championships or anything?
None as of yet, but I do have aspirations of winning some gold here in Imagine Wrestling.
Now, is that going to be with as a singles wrestler or through a tag team?
It really could go either way. I'm not opposed to working with a tag team partner in the neighborhood. You know, we've got the Alpha, we've got Malachi Gage and John Ross. We've got loads of talent inside of the neighborhood. So if it needs to be a tag team, then so be it. But right now, I'm also happy just doing singles. I like beating people up, so it's quite fun doing so.
So you said that Cato broke you in. Would you say that he was the biggest influence on your career thus far?
In what regard are you asking?
Maybe advice in a locker room. Just overall set you on a path.
I would say yes. He's definitely given me some sound advice, and it's because of his training and all of the things all the work that he's put in that I'm as good at this as what I am. So I'm not the type of person that's not willing to give credit where credit is due, and a lot of credit goes to Cato for that.
Cato is a good guy, that's for sure. So now, where do you see yourself in 2 years from now?
Hopefully with the belt, and hopefully still wrestling.
Multiple belts, a singles and a tag team, all at the same time?
I have high goals.
Great answer.
All right, so where are you at? Get down. Sorry, I had to run it. So where are you at? WWE or AEW?
It's an interesting question.
He looks like an AEW guy.
I enjoy AEW for what it is, which to me, it is nothing more than let's just go out there and do all of the crazy stuff that are seeing people do things that, you know, normal people don't necessarily can't do. But as far as like pure wrestling and pure storytelling and things of that nature, you can't knock Vince and the guys in WWE for how well they do with that. So it really just kind of depends upon which way. If you want to know my honest truth, I'm personally a CMLL and AAA guy.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
We've never got that answer before.
Yeah, we never got that answer before. So, okay, so off that, what do you think about Kenny Omega defending the AAA title against Andrade?
So I think Andrade wins that. I think I'm not the biggest Kenny Omega guy, if I'm being honest. He doesn't do the allure, the mystique of what Kenny Omega was lost when he came over from Japan. But
he never had a good match unless Okada was involved.
I would say either Okada or Jericho. The match he had with Jericho when it was Alpha versus Omega.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
But other than that, and the tag team when he was with Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers. I thought their stuff was. But I mean, Other than that, I think Andrade is the much better worker. I think he's the much better talent. I like Andrade way more than I would prefer Kenny Omega.
Well, you heard it here, Striker, huh?
Wow, that's shocking. Andrade over Kenny Omega. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Kinda.
it's just when you look at it, who really tells the stories in ring.
You're right.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
As opposed to who runs around doing this all the time.
All right, Oscar. So next we are at we call it the off the top segment. I am going to give you 10 wrestler names, and if you can, one word answers that first comes to the top of your head when I say the name. Are you ready? So, for number one, Kenny Omega,
Overrated.
Roman Reigns,
Underrated.
oh, MJF,
Can I use 2 words for him?
Sure.
sure,
True heel.
Orange Cassidy,
Gimmick.
Brock Lesnar,
Overrated in both UFC and WWE.
Whoa.
Ricochet,
God. I am a big Ricochet mark, so underutilized.
all right, Colt Cabana,
Boring.
all right, next one.
Dumb thing he does where he jumps over the guy and somehow wins a match by pinning them by jumping over top of them.
Since he's been put in the Dark Order, he's been useless, and that's a shame because I thought he was talented.
You can't knock the guy's talent, but again, your matches since you joined the Dark Order, as far as to me, are boring.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right, and then how about Sonny Kiss of AEW?
Flexible.
All right, that's a good answer. All right, so number 9, big time Bill Collier.
Again, I'm gonna say underrated. That dude's time has been for years. He is such an amazing talent, and he is such an amazing human being. That dude deserves way more than to be on the independents, and I don't think he's going to be there much longer.
All right, and then last but not least, Ace Oscar.
Phenomenal.
Very
nice.
good answer.
Very nice. All right, man. So let's give some plugs. How can people find you? Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you got, man. Throw it out there.
So as it's right now, my only real methodology of social media is Facebook, which you can find me at Oscar Maverick on Facebook. I don't really deal with Twitter and not so much with Instagram either, just because I don't like Twitter. Twitter seems dumb to me.
Okay.
So pretty much just the Facebook, Oscar Maverick. Come and find me.
Now, will you be at the next Imagine Wrestling show in June?
Of course, I will be. Of
You and the whole neighborhood, am I correct?
course. Why wouldn't we be there?
Going to be
We're the
lying,
best
cheating,
thing
and stealing.
Imagine's got going. Why wouldn't we be there?
All right, so
Okay.
against our better judgment, I'd like you to cut a little promo about being on our little show here. I'm almost afraid of what you're going to say.
What can I say about JJ and Larry Stryker? Professional, sure. Questions, thought-provoking. But when you get right down to it, it's a podcast. You could find it elsewhere. But why do you come here? Because, well, they keep getting guests of the caliber of the Ace Oscar Maverick.
That was great, Oscar Maverick. Thank you for coming on the show, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. We hope to, in the near future, we can get you on again and talk maybe about your winning the title, if that ever happens.
It will happen.
Well, when it does happen, we would like to have you back on.
Absolutely.
We thank you again for coming on, and best of luck in your future wrestling matches.
Whoa. Don't future endeavor him.
I was about to say.
Excuse me? What did I say?
Good luck with your future endeavor.
Don't give him the best of luck in your future endeavors. That's a bad sign.
I'm sorry.
Holy
dare
shit,
you, sir! How best my future endeavors with me? How dare you?
Hey, even the best of us fuck up every once in a while.
You know what? Maybe I'll go take my talks elsewhere.
Hey, absolutely. Goodbye, Oscar Maverick. All right, JJ. Go ahead and cut your little promo for the sponsors.
All right, man. I'd like to thank the Habits Beer and Tobacco always, and Tulloons. Thank you again, and we may have some big things popping here in the near future, but everybody visit Habits for your beer and tobacco and lottery needs, and visit Tulloons for your food needs. Wing night, awesome. Taco Tuesday, phenomenal.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk with Stryker and JJ and Oscar Maverick tonight. And we will see you soon. JJ, don't leave.
Simsalabim.